Welcome Taurus, Happy New Year. It's 2019. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Welcome to those of you who are new. I hope this is going to be a fun-filled, jam-packed, successful, happy, healthy year for you. During 2019, a lot's going to hinge on how well you communicate your thoughts and ideas, however. With the North Node transiting your third house, the ability to express yourself will have a major impact, not only on your personal relationships, but your business and your social interactions as well. This third house transit is particularly important for bringing you out of your shell and giving you the strength and courage to actively make your dreams come true. That will be especially intense regarding the pursuit of your goals, and that's shown by the very strong influence of Pluto, Saturn, and the Sun in your ninth house of higher ideals and spiritual activities. It also refers to your travels and other mind-expanding activities. All these areas of your life are activated in full in 2019, and if you're able to use these energies in a constructive way, then this year will turn out to be a significant turning point in your life. One of the more significant transits, which occurs, well, it did occur in 2018, was that of the planet Uranus moving into your sun sign and starting its job of shaking things up. Being a fixed sign of the zodiac, your sun sign of Taurus is one that's not all that easily amenable to change, and Uranus is going to alter that once and for all, I've got to tell you. For now, however, Uranus has edged back into your 12th house, and this gives you the opportunity to reflect upon your past actions to see whether or not you can indeed get on board, get into the slipstream of change, and use this to your own advantage. In conjunction with Uranus, we see your marital and love planet Mars also transiting this specific area of the zodiac, and that's good news because it gives you the dynamic initiative to work with these planets and make whatever changes are appropriate happen. So regardless of the star sign in question, change is rarely an easy thing, and of course if it's foisted upon you, in your case it's an even more difficult transition, Taurus. This transit continues up until February 14, just after Valentine's Day. So perhaps this has more to do with, well, would you say coincidence? Maybe not. You'll be reminiscing over the past and wondering whether there have been other ways in which you could have improved your relationships or completely averted any erroneous decisions that you'd made. Regardless, accepting what's gone before is part of your lesson now, and using that information to move forward in a positive way is the best thing you can do now. So throughout these past few years, Neptune's also been influencing your social arena. That's the 11th house of your horoscope. And this makes you both idealistic, but at times also somewhat confused about the nature of your relationships socially. You've got to balance your high degree of idealism against the practicality of friendships. You may be overestimating the importance of some of those connections, and so rather than brushing these important matters to the side, you're asked to be far more discreet and discriminating in your choice of friendships. Jupiter and Mercury have a really important part to play in your friendships as well, and they've got a loose connection in your 8th house of shared resources just as 2019 starts. So these two planets influence your finance sector, and so there may be an overlapping of your social activities and the manner in which you earn your money. There's a yardstick by which many people live their lives, and that's to never mix business with pleasure. You've obviously heard that. Although you may need to be careful whom you involve in your money-making ventures, this combination may not in fact be all that bad. There could be people you meet this year who help you capitalize on opportunities and to support you in your business ventures. Again, discretion is the most important part of this transit. There's some very positive omens for your marriage and your intimate relationships this year, and with the Moon and Venus combining in your 7th house of marriage, you can expect a sweet and sensitive connection with the most important person in your life. There may be changes afoot with the way your partner treats you, and for that reason, you could be a little surprised to experience a far more demonstrative aspect to the way that they relate to you now. I don't suppose you're going to be complaining about that. Not in the least, but by the same token, you must set aside your suspicions that there's some sort of ulterior motive for all of this. With Venus being your ruling planet and transiting this area of your horoscope, it also shows that it's a particularly potent and focused segment or department of your life throughout the next 12 months. Earlier I indicated that the North Node triggers your valor, your courage, and this is no less significant in as much as the Moon, which rules this third sector, is in your marital area. So what's all that mean? Essentially, you're able to take your marriage or most significant relationship to a new plateau, but only if you're prepared to do things differently. You know, that's that Uranus working on you. You've got to break the mold of what you feel is your comfort zone. If it's possible for you to do that, you'll start to see a whole new vista of opportunities opening up for you in terms of your love life. Now, Mercury rules your fifth house of love affairs, and apart from its connection with your planet of friendship, that's Jupiter, and its impact on your finances, its location in your eighth house at the outset of the year shows that you'll be strategizing methods for deepening your intimacy. And the important point here is not to exaggerate this part of your life, however, because that's shown by Jupiter's association with this principal planet of love. Now, your family relationships also undergo a little struggle, and there could be some additional responsibility that weighs heavily on your shoulders as a result of Saturn and the Sun combining in the first month of the year. So try not to avoid what may be a difficult choice, but rather speak to those who are concerned, and of course do it in a respectful manner. At the end of the day, you may not be able to please everyone, but at least you'll know that you did your best, and thereafter you should let the chips fall where they will. So that's the basic, I guess, overview. And I've got a whole lot written there on romance and friendship, your finance and your career, and also your luck, spirituality and karma. That you can get in full measure at my site, astrology.com.au. And I'll see you back here in February. Take care now. Bye-bye.